Hi, everybody. My name is Christopher Irizarry. I'm a candidate for Congressional District 12, looking to unseat Gus Bilirakis in 2026. I'm an Army veteran and retired CIA officer with 24 years of combined federal service. I had a follower on social media post a couple of questions to me the other day. They were, what do you stand for? And why should anybody vote for you? So here's my take. What I stand for are the ideas I believe that make this country America. I just believe that everyone who's willing to work hard should be able to get through life, should be able to raise a family, all on what they make. It was actually the life that my parents were able to give me when I was growing up. My parents worked hard, raised us. They were able to keep us off the street. That's why my platform is based on three things: health, wealth, and public education. So growing up, we were pretty rambunctious. When I was really young, our neighborhood still had sugarcane that grew wild between the backyard alleys, so I definitely needed the dental work. We played sports, football on the street. We were running around all over the place. We had our bumps and bruises, but my parents were able to take us to the doctor for checkups, and we were able to stay healthy. And I just don't see that these days. I just see a system right now that is just broken. It just seems to be based on the model of if you get sick, it'll make you poor. And because you're poor, you stay sick. And that's just not a system that works. And I don't think that we should settle for that or we should accept that at all. That's it. Mom and Dad, they weren't people of means. My mom was a secretary for the cruise lines at one time, Eastern Airlines, before they went under. My father worked 39 years for Florida Power and Light. Some of my earliest memories are the ones that I would see every 2 weeks. Dining room table, my parents, bills stacked up, a calendar, a calculator, and a checkbook. And they were planning everything out, where payments were going to go, taking care of budgeting, making sure everything was good to go. Money was tight, but they made it work every 2 weeks. They struggled. I'm sure they struggled. I'm sure they held a lot of the struggles from us or hid them from us. When I had decided to go to college, there was going to be a budget crunch. I didn't come away with any student loans after my undergrad. Everything was paid for. My parents worked. They had a conversation. They didn't have an idea how they were going to pay for it. They just knew that all it took was all they had. So they worked their budgets again throughout my undergrad years. My father worked his overtime as much as he could. They worked as a team and saved, and that was it. It was in my lifetime that people were able to do that. Now, 3 of every 5 people are living paycheck to paycheck, and they're not really able to acquire any savings or feel that they're ever going to catch up ever. So a lot of people take second jobs, maybe even a third job, especially if you're younger these days. That's not what America should be, and we shouldn't just be resigned to that. And finally, there's public education, a place where everybody discovers what democracy is. You learn how to live in a community. You learn how to get along. You learn how to solve problems. And the great thing about public schools and education in general is that you're under the guidance of trained professionals. Our police officers should not be social workers. Neither should our teachers. I would put public school teachers on par with our first responders as far as respect and as far as autonomy. I believe we should pay them more. I believe we should fully fund our schools, because this is definitely an investment that we cannot afford to not make. Why should anyone vote for me? Well, I happen to love this country, damn it. My 24 years of service, I learned what it took to be a part of something bigger than yourself. I learned what it was to be loyal to the idea that America is that shining city on the hilltop. I also learned how important it is for one to carry out their obligations, the ones that they swore to uphold. I also learned the importance of giving and earning respect of your fellow countrymen, those who work around you, those in your community. The values that I learned with my service are the values that everybody in Congressional District 12 should expect of their representatives. Gus Bilirakis has simply demonstrated to me that he lacks any capability to do any of these. He is loyal to his donors. He skirted his obligations, his duties as a representative when he watched DOJ just run through our agencies, and he has no respect for all the lives that he ruined. He shows contempt. He just believes that they're people that needed to go anyway because they were just waiting for pensions. And these are not my words. These are his. I would think that anybody like me who loves this country, it would make them feel sad if they thought that the United States didn't keep its promises to its vets, didn't keep its promises to its citizens. I know we're better than this. I just think that maybe in a lot of ways people have just gotten used to bad leadership and bad policies putting us in the situation that we're in right now. But the good news is, with good leadership and good policies, we can work our way out of it. It'll take a long time, but it's possible. And there you have it. It's what I stand for and why you should vote for me. Greatly appreciate you listening. I'll see you out there on the trail. Take care.